The first station there, or the first dot, is lead generation or prospecting. Okay, you have to start somewhere. Again, listing doesn't come to you. It may come to you, but you cannot. Can you repeat it? You know, is your brother gonna buy 10 times? Is your sister gonna buy 10 times from you, or sell their house 10 times? No. Okay, they may use you once in their lifetime. I mean, you need more checks coming in, right?
Yes.
So you need to help more people. Okay, so lead generation. There are so many sources. I just mentioned to you some of them. All right. There are also called for sale by owner. You know, those are good sources as well. It's a different kind of clients. You have to approach them in a really systematic way. Okay, if you see a sign up there, I'm selling my home myself. It's called for sale by owner. Are you ready? Again, we're talking about ready. Are you prepared to knock at their door and say, "Hi, are you selling your home?" Well, obviously there's a sign, right? Yeah, may I take a look at the home? Well, are you a buyer? Of course, you just be ready. As a matter of fact, I'm not a buyer. I'm a real estate broker. And how can I help you? Oh, I don't need a real estate agent. I don't need a real estate broker. I mean, they do that, but you will have answer. Do you mind if I sell your home? I'm working with buyers. Oh, really? Okay. Are your buyers here? No, not yet. Normally, I preview the home before I show it. So, may I take a look at the home? And then, if they're nice, they'll let you in. Oh, I'm not paying a commission. I'm not paying a commission. I mean, they all say that, but realistically, they just want to, the way I see it, for sale by owner are advertising themselves. I'm looking for a great realtor. I want to meet more realtors. They put a sign for sale by owner. The way I see it, it's all mindset. If I'm thinking, they want me there, so I need to interview them. So realistically, for sale by owner, they want to save a commission. What else? They don't trust what? They don't trust agents. Agents are greedy and all that stuff. They charge too much, right? Okay. Again, these are all happening. I just want to let you know, if you see a for sale by owner, it's okay to talk to them. All right. Okay. Again, what other sources are there? There are expired listings. Sometimes you see a sign, it's been there for 6 months and it's still there. You need to know why. There's something wrong. It could be overpriced. The agent is not doing anything. The house doesn't look good, and they cannot go inside the house because they're a tenant. So, expired listing is a good source. Okay, they're not the what we call kindest people, because they're upset. Their home hasn't sold in 6 months, and they want to be in Carolina in May or in 3 months. So expired listing is also another source, but again, you need to understand how to approach these people. Okay, the most popular ones that I'm accustomed to is just around listings and sales. All right. Whenever a sign comes up,
Here's what I found.
if you do pay attention, when a for sale sign comes up, just wait. In 2 weeks, there will be another sign around the block will be coming up as well. Okay, it's been proven already many times. Okay, the reason being is that when a sign comes up, all the neighbors are saying, "Oh my God, they're selling. Where are they moving? How much are they asking?" Okay, and when the open house come in, a lot of neighbors come in and just compare houses. Okay, that's why if you're doing open houses, remember, majority are buyers, but 1, 2, or 3 are neighbors who are thinking about selling as well. Do you know how to ask questions on those? All right. So again, getting listings is really what we call doubling your income. All right. If you have a listing, buyers come to you. You don't have to advertise. They'll call you. All right. Okay. Where else are the sources of business? Again, referrals are there. Facebook Anybody get a listing from Facebook or from social media? I've heard a lot of co-agents that I have from outside, from inside, that they're getting leads. Okay, again, leads. They're not getting listing from there. Leads. You have to convert them. All right? They'll call you. Hey, they interview you over the phone. Oh, well, hi. I saw your post here. How long have you been selling real estate? You better be prepared. Oh, I've been selling for about 30 years. Oh my God, that's too long. Or you're very experienced or something like that. But if you are only brand new in the business, don't be afraid. If you're only 2 months in the business, you say, hey, I've been licensed 2 months, but I have 24 hours to work for you. I'll take care of you 24/7 if that's what it takes to get the home sold. Okay, so just listing, just sold for social media, email marketing. I mean, we're doing that here. Email marketing, text marketing, right? Okay, so pretty much that is what we call the first portion, lead generation, which is prospecting. So when you find them at the home, you need to pre-qualify these people here. You have to have some questions lined up. I already mentioned to you, when do you plan on moving? How long have they lived at this address? If they said 30 years, man, they're prime, they're right, they're ready to do something. If they have been there for 30 years, okay? If they bought their home back in 2010 or 11, and now it's like 2023, within that 13 years, they have accumulated a lot of equity. They're probably primed to buy another property because there are a lot of equity there. Okay, so you need to be aware of where are you in real estate? When did you get your license? How long have you been in real estate? So you can identify how to run your business. Okay, in my case, in the beginning, all I do was knock on doors. I'm sorry, that's the cheapest way to run a business in real estate. Knocking on doors. Any question about that?
Thank you so much to doing the knocking.
Yeah, but any question about why will I knock their door? Anybody have a question? Yeah.
Do you wear a mask?
Huh?
No mask?
You go ahead and do it. Yeah, you can. Yeah, go ahead. As a matter of fact, it's your call. Nowadays, I don't think you have to. Okay, but if they're wearing masks, just be prepared to carry one. Okay.
Hey, what do you say? What's the first thing you say?
Oh, exactly what I said.
Oh, right here.
Yeah. Actually, if I'm on the street, I have a purpose wallet over there. Normally, when I'm on the street knocking on doors, I'm promoting a listing. There's a sign out there, and I tell them, of course we go, and then they open oh hi, my name is Alex Ramos, I will say broker. We're helping one of your neighbors sell their home on Banana Street. It has 3 bedrooms and 2 baths for $1 million. And I was wondering, who do you know that might want to buy that home? And then you respond.
Oh, who do I know?
Yeah.
My aunt, maybe.
Oh, you
Yeah.
okay. Are they working with a real estate agent already?
No, not yet.
Okay, they're doing an open house on Saturday and Sunday. Do you think we can meet on Saturday?
That's a possibility.
Okay. So you gotta have that conversation ready. All right, it's very simple. So when I'm on the street, I have a reason why I'm on that street. So I call it a mapping. Okay, if I have 8 hours a day, right? So in the morning I create a map. I will knock on doors on the just listed, just sold, which is maybe I have 2 properties that I like to see. I will be previewing that. Okay. When I see the home, majority of the homes right now are vacant. I preview them. If they don't have any lock boxes, but it's a good home, I make an appointment. So after previewing the home, I look at of course, you compare it on the MLS, how good the property is, the price, and the condition. While I'm there, I knock on doors on that street. When I have all the energy, I complete the whole street, and normally the street is about at least 20.
Houses?
20 houses, 20 doors.
20 doors.
20 doors. Okay, so I knock on each side, so there's 10 here and then 10 on the other side. So that's already 20. So the question is, how many will open doors right now? Very few right now. But when I was starting, when, oh my God, back in the 90s, so you can tell how old I am, right? Before, I would say the open rate on the doors was really high. 60% open it. Out of 10, 6 will open and say hello. And then I do my spill. Hi, my name is Alex Ramos. I'm a real estate broker. We're helping one of your neighbors sell their home. It's a 3-bedroom stew pad for $1 million. And I was wondering, who do you know that might want to buy that home?
I think we will have another workshop with
Yeah.
Alex.
So on the
to
scripts,
practice everything about this.
it will be
Yeah.
another session on the scripts. But I just want to let you know, when I go out, I have a purpose. I do prospect the neighborhood. I'm just listed, just sold, promoting the listing, or I'm previewing properties, previewing the properties, because normally I get a call, for a house in that area, meaning I already have an inventory to show. You want to know what's available. Even though the MLS shows what's available, you need to take a look at the home. What's the condition, the area, the schools. So when you talk to a buyer, you know exactly what's happening on that home. Okay? And sometimes there will be for sale by owner as well. So I do a roadmap. I go A, B, C, D, E, F, and then go back to the office. By 2 o'clock, I'm done. If I don't have an appointment, I just go home. I've done my job. But if I find a lead or 2 leads or maybe many leads in the morning, I follow up in the afternoon. I come back to the office and say, "Hi, John. I met you this morning. You said you were going to be, listing a home, moving to Carolina in let's say September. Okay, you know what? It's already May. I think it's the right time to sit down and maybe talk about how are you going to move from California to Carolina. I'm available this afternoon at 4 or maybe tomorrow at 4. Which one will be better for you?" So you'll always be qualifying and making closing for an appointment. Even though they don't list, when you are in there, you're qualifying them. Okay, let's say they said they are like, "Oh yeah, I'm ready. Let's meet tomorrow at 4. Can you go to that? The second one, the pre-qualifying. I mean the form. Do I have a do I?
I sent everyone already.
Oh, you have a form there, the pre-qualifying?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that is the question what I have. Let's say I have an appointment. They want to move to Carolina, and then I will be I'll be meeting them at 4 o'clock tomorrow, right? I will call them today before my appointment. What I'm gonna say is that, Dion, I'm calling to confirm my appointment tomorrow at 4 o'clock. Does that time still work for you?
Yes.
Great. Before I come out, there are a number of questions I need to ask you so I can better serve you. Okay?
Yes.
And that's my first one there, if you can see. Do you see that?
Yes.
And then, so I just said that, right? Before I come out, there are a number of questions I need to ask you so I can better serve you. Okay? And then when you say yes, great. All right? If what I say makes sense and you feel comfortable and confident that I can sell your home, are you planning to list your home with me when I come out tomorrow at 4? And you said,
Yes.
if you said yes, great, that's a good decision. And then let's say you say no. Say no.
No.
No. Okay, that's great. Do you plan to interview more than one agent for the job of selling your home?
Yes.
Oh, so you are interviewing. Well, it's good.
Okay, should I stay with that? Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
So, how many are you interviewing?
3.
3. Okay, am I number 1 or am I the last one?
First one.
Great. So I'll see you at 4, and then I continue with the pre-qualifying. All right. That's just a question. All right. So the first step is finding them. You qualify them. You of course when you're doing the lead generation, you're qualifying, and then another pre-qualifying the appointment, and that's what you are holding right now. Okay. So, any questions so far in the process? We're on the first one and the second one. We're in between. Any question?
I have a question, Alex.
Yeah.
So seriously, right now, among all the real estate agents and broker, how many do you think the real estate agents are doing the door knocking right now?
Actually, that source, which is door knocking, it's a choice. A lot of people choose, if they have a budget, they don't have to door knock. They can advertise all day long. It's a choice. Okay? If you don't have much budget, one way of doing good in real estate is face to face. All right, meeting them at their doors, or meeting them at the strip malls, or the big malls. It's the street. That's where you gotta find homeowners and home sellers.
Are you
So-
do door knocking right now? Are you?
Am I? Whenever there's an opportunity, when I preview homes in the afternoon between 1 and 3, yes, when I'm there already, I knock on both sides, but not the whole street. Knock on both sides.
So you are saying you are doing the door knocking around the listing?
Just around the listing, yeah. Because you have that's a good reason. It's no longer a cold door, it's a warm door. Because you have a reason to knock on their door, because I want to sell it, I want to help that seller sell it. Yeah?
Alex, there's four realtors, you and three other realtors that I'm looking into it.
Oh.
Now, you saw my house. How do you think I can make more money after you see my house, the bathroom, the kitchen, and everything else? What do you think I can make more money so I can list it and make more money? So they can pay more money for my house.
That's
What's as your
we will
expertise?
answer in the
Okay.
next slide.
That's good. Okay, I need you to repeat that question. I want to make sure I get it.
That's fine. Okay.
Are you interviewing me right now?
No. I'm just asking you.
Oh.
What do you think? What do you think as
real estate agent?
I'm the seller.
Oh, you're the seller.
Yeah, and what do you think should I do to make my house to value more? If I have to do the kitchen, the bathroom, or things after you sold my house, do you think I should remodel the house?
Again, it depends on your motivation here, okay? When I meet you and say you are like, I want more for my house, I want more money for, for my home. Okay, let me take a look at your home and
Yeah,
let me share with you what the
that's-
buyers are looking for.
Yeah.
What's more important to the buyers are bathrooms, kitchen, okay? Those two are very, very, very important to the buyers. They will pay more money, bathrooms and kitchen, all right? And interior paint and exterior paint probably will do wonders, all right? But I always ask them, what's really your motivation here? I mean, do you have money to do all of this work? If you have the money, I recommend you do it before you put it on the market. But if you don't have the money and you want to move in 3 months, keep it the way it is. Sell it as is, and then let's work on the pricing. See, pricing.
Yeah, so the next slide, next slide.
Okay.
Okay. But that's
No,
good.
just-
Yeah, Alex, I just want to add a little bit more to his idea.
Yeah.
Like about 2 months ago, in my neighborhood, I pick up the flyer in my doorstep. A listing agent doing the prospecting. So basically, in order to get a house, they have like 2 proposals. One is as is, it's the inside property condition is not that good. So as is, you can get how much price. And then on the other side, proposal B, it says if you want to get the top dollar, you just need to spend $30,000 to repair, to do the remodel, and you get another let's say the as is sale, you can get like a 900,000. But if you spend 30,000, 35,000, you can get more than $1 million. They put out 2 proposals for the home seller. Is that something widespread proposal, or just some agent do that? And do we, at the PacificWide, do we have something like this?
Okay, I guess we can answer that, when Leon comes up here. However, that is pretty much what we call a proposal, right? But, we don't you don't guarantee
Yeah.
your results. You don't guarantee that you will get this much money if you change this and that. Because if it doesn't happen, you'll be blamed by the sellers. Number one is you're asking them to improve the property, and if they don't get the price, I think you're putting yourself on that one. It's really a choice. You're offering it to the seller. What do you want to do, Mr. and Ms. Seller? How much time do you have, and how much money do you have to improve the property to get the money you want? You give them the opportunity to make the decision, not you. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Yes.
Okay.
by giving
You don't blame
choices.
Yeah.
later on.
All right. So again, pre-qualify when you meet them. Pre-qualify before the appointment, and of course, it's showtime when it's the listing presentation. Okay. The 12 question that you have in front of you, I asked them I asked them that. Why do I ask that? Very much. Okay. Take a look at the question there. Number 2, why do I ask number 2? You need to know how many agents you're competing with. If you're the only one, great. You still have to shine when you're the only one they're interviewing, okay? Especially if you are a brother, if your brother or sister is listing with you, or even your aunt is listing with you, or your neighbor, you have to treat them the same. All right? Okay. But again, these questions here, I'm just outlining what are the very important questions here. Like number 5, okay? I always ask, let's say number 4. Number 5. When I see you, how much do you want to list your home for? As a seller, what will you say? As a seller, how much do you want to list your home for?
He doesn't know.
Sometimes he doesn't know. Great. As a professional real estate agent, I study homes and prices every day. Therefore, I assume you list with me at the price that will cost your home to sell. Correct? So what price you won't go below? You have a number. We know that. The seller always have a number. They will give you a number.
Well, my neighbor just sold a house for $1 million.
Exactly. So they know that one, okay? They may not give you an answer, but you tell them that you're a professional agent, and you'll do the best you can to get them the highest price. And then, of course, how much do they own the property? Because this one here is before the listing, okay? You are still at the office. You are confirming your appointment. So when you ask how much do you own the property, you will have to have a net sheet prepared for them so they know their bottom line. When they sign the contract, this is how much you're gonna get, Mr. Sabo. So that's how you close. One way to close is having that net sheet, all right? And then number 7, I normally skip that one. That's for the next session, okay? And then number 10, I'll be sending over a package of information. Yeah? Okay, that's called pre-listing package. And then we're going to talk about that later on. It's, you want to show that, the listing package? We're almost there, right? Yeah, okay.
So, what you can share.
The one that I asked you to,
Yes, we
oh, you didn't, okay. But anyway, we have I do send a listing package. Whenever I have time, I go to the door and then knock at the door and then leave it there if they're not there. If they open the door, here is my listing package. I'll see you tomorrow at 4. Okay, and then of course I ask number 11. Do you have any questions before I arrive? On the phone, okay? Oh yeah, how much is your commission? Okay, this is good. Okay, when they ask you what's your commission, you know that they're interested on that commission. You can answer it in any way you want. Okay, one way of answering that is that, hey, you know what? We're gonna cover the commission issue in its entirety when I see you tomorrow at 4. Oh, why don't you tell me now? Hey, you know what? We have a 4%, 5%, 6% commission structure. So let's see which one will work for you. Okay, so I'll see you at 4. And then number 12. So you know, our meeting should only take between 5 and 25 minutes, okay? Why 5 minutes? Because if they're not qualified, or if they don't answer all my questions here, and they're rude, I leave the house. Okay, if they're not, if they are not the person that you thought they are when you're pre-qualified, don't stay there, just leave. You fire the, I don't want to say that, don't fire the seller. Because they can fire you too, you know what I mean?
Fire each other.
So when I say that, so you know our meeting should only take between 5 and 25 minutes. Okay? Yes. And then I say, oh, by the way, I've only spoken to you. Are there any other decision makers? Of course, the spouse. Okay? Oh yeah, my wife. Okay, do you want me to give her a call and review everything we covered today, or would you do that for me? And say, oh yeah, I'll do it for you. Okay, see you both tomorrow, both of you at 4 p.m. Then you confirm your appointment. Now we're talking about ratio of getting the listing. When they answer all that question, and you are, you'll be better prepared. So they're getting that listing. The chances of you getting that listing increase tremendously. Your chances now is probably 85%, 80 to 85%. If you don't say something stupid on your when you go to the listing. Okay, so I think I covered everything about getting a listing. Okay, so if you follow just A, B, C, lead generation, pre-qualifying, and the listing presentation, if you have that in place, you will be a listing agent in no time. All right. So if you don't have any more questions, come and see me on the next episode or session. More.
Thank you, Alex, top listing agent.
We will do another workshop with Alex to practice on the question that you just received. Okay, and now we go ahead with what is important of a roadmap. Let's welcome our CEO.
Thank you. Okay, good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
And you know that you are very familiar with my wording in the day. That's good morning. Okay, Delon may not know it, and Kiet may not know it, but it's good morning. It's everything we start from the beginning of the day, right? Which one is good? It is. So I want to bring the fresh energy to everybody when I meet in every day, anytime, in any day, everywhere. So every time I meet you, I say good morning. You just don't be surprised. And surprising, you don't be surprised, but surprising when I talk over the phone with all the agents and if I have any chance. And then when after talking to me a few times, they okay, the next time they call me, or I call them and they say good morning, Leon, and they laugh. Okay, so that's how I start building relationship. Okay, and making people paying attention on me. Okay, so this is one way. I notice that Alex cover a lot of things. That you get an 80% chance to get a listing. So I only added in another 15%. It's okay, Alex? Okay. So news came out this week. Came out a couple days ago. Powell is the chair of the Federal Reserve, meeting Congress this week, a few days ago, and he comments a conversation with Congress puts the interest rates up again, right? And the data is showing the employment job creation is higher. For example, in February, it's 247 new jobs created. While there's only 225 jobs is expected, Wall Street expected. So it's not a good data for the economy, but it's not good for our interest rate because they worry, the fear that the people have jobs, people have money, people keep spending and adding inflation into the pricing. So prices keep going higher, people don't spend less, but they spend higher, more or same. So the interest rate, the market is expected interest rate to be higher in the next few months. Again, is to keep it longer, to stay high longer, not just in the short term. A few weeks ago, there's a people is aspect of interest rates is kind of stable. Probably is inflation is cooling down, but actually it's not yet, based on the data showing. So what can we do? What can we do? Okay. So here's the listing. Why I'm talking about a market. Why I'm talking about was supposed to talk about the listing presentation. I'm not talking about a whole presentation because Alex is such expert. You took all 85% chance to win the listing already. So I'm just adding 15% chance to win to get more money.
So if you add a 15%, he got a 85%, we do 100%.
And you add more 10 or 110. Okay, so here's the thing. We talk about the market, just a few lines about market. And we talked about it earlier a few months ago and years before that if you want to increase the revenue or income or bring more profit home, that's the 3 ways when we do in business. What is the first way? The first way, we have a new customer. Correct, right? We have a new customer every time. You want to add more customer in your database and you create more business. That's one way to earn more income. Definitely. For example, you just got a license. You have 0 income, so you add more 1 client, you have 1 income, for example. Okay, 10,000. It's easy to understand. The next thing is the returning customer. If you have a 1 customer, if you don't have, you add more customer, or you add one more customer next year, but the customer returns, so you have 2 customers. So the rate of return of customers is important one way. Another way to earn more income. And then what's the last thing?
Upsell.
Good. Then should be okay. So the upsell, which means you sell instead of sell $500,000 home, you sell let's say $700,000 home. You increase the values, you increase the income. Let's say 2.5% commission. You have 2.5% commission of $750 instead of $500,000, right? Upselling. Or maybe we have a mortgage business here. We do real estate, we also add a mortgage business into the transaction. You have 2 transactions, right? So 3 ways to add it in to increase the income. Not just for business, probably in your personal life. Imagine that. You work harder, longer hours, right? More jobs, right? So it's just and then repeating and to earn more bonus from the company. Maybe just convert it in different types of business, different business that you just converted different names. But it's everywhere. Everywhere is the 3 principles. Okay. So Alex 80% getting the new customers. Right? He just talked about 80% win the listing, new listing, right? And there is a return customer. We will talk another time. That's building relationship. Just say good morning, building the memory and implant the wording in people I'm talking. And the way we serve customer and we build relationship, joining, creating the influence to the people, that is for this returning customer. We talk another time how to keep the customer staying with us. But today I'm talking about how to upselling, okay? How to earn more business from the listing. Okay, so there was, let's go into that. Everybody here, I noticed it's just February over and start getting into, just a few days a week in March. I see there's not many listing in a company, this is real estate listing. And I know the listing part is the most difficult part for the agent, new agents, especially new agents. Sometimes the new agent, they got the listing right away, okay? But I noticed a few agents in the company, they could not get a listing even though they thought about it, they want it, but they never got it. Or maybe they got it, was so shaking when dealing with the sellers. Or if they got the listing, they get a very, not very attractive commission level, correct? Right? So anybody here have not got the listing in the last 6 months or 3 months, you have to listen carefully. I'm just reviewing a very secret, how I'm upselling and get more commission and get a listing and get the sellers to agree to sign a listing with me. It's just myself, and you are better than me, you might get a better result. But I'm sharing what I have. You good?
Yes.
Okay.
Please.
So here's the thing. Before getting into the commission and talking with people, with sellers, I use a metaphor, story to tell you. A lot of time, I don't know what to do in my life. Some days I know that some of you, in the morning, and you woke up, and you don't know where you should go. You do some personal things in the morning, hop in the car, driving out from the house, and don't know where to go. You know that you have to go to the office, but you don't want to go to the office. Or maybe you as the self-employed, you don't know what you need to do today. You get lost somehow, some few hours, half hour, 30 minutes, or maybe another time is when you and your wife, your husband, your spouse got in a car and what can we do this weekend? And they look at each other and sort of, what can we do this weekend? Right? There's a lot of things we don't know what to do. A lot of people, they know what to do. This weekend we go to San Francisco, we go to LA, we go to whatever place, and we have an appointment. This is some kind of directive purposes. But some people, they don't know. And some happen to us sometimes too. So I realized one thing. In general, not just a listing agent, in general, the agents and we often have problems. The first thing is, they don't know what is the target audience, what they need to do, where is our customers, where are the market, what is the market today, and what is the market, your market or their markets. There are many agents, they do everything. Okay, why do they come up and waiting for the call? And there is the friends call, or customer call, or maybe some text from a friends and they answer, but they don't determine what they're going to do. So they don't have a target. It's key, number one. They don't know what they're going to do next. So if you want to get to somewhere, you need to know where's your target. Let's say I want my market is a seller. Okay, first of all, but still general. My market is the people in the church. Let's say that, I'm sorry, I heard it. Well, in the church, that is our market. And the market in the church is how young, how old they are. You narrow out from there. Okay? So narrow down your target market. So the problem, again, I'm coming back, the problem we have is we don't know the target market. We don't know what is our products. That is a target. And next thing is, problem is, they don't know how to do it. You don't know the target. You don't know how to get there. Let's say you have a target, it's a seller market in the church, age maybe 45 to 50, 65, but you don't know how to approach them, how to talk to them. That's the second problem. You see, it's related, right? You don't know where you went to, or what you go to, where they are, and you don't know if you don't know how to do it. That's not a problem. And what is the last problem? You don't want to do it. You do it, today you're happy, you do it. Tomorrow you're not happy, you don't do it. Or maybe you see this is so difficult and you don't do it. You do today, but you don't do tomorrow. So not consistent. Or maybe some determination. See? So the three problems, again. First is don't know the target problem. Target, where's the market is. The second, don't know how to do it. Next, you don't know how to do it. The third is don't want to do it. It's a big problem. Okay. So that's the problem we have today. So I want you to think about that. Okay, so we talk on more in workshop or come to me and say, okay, I want to meet each of you because different people will have a different target market. I think this is, for example, it's a church we talk about. This is, for example, pick a market. And then it's a market, it's who they are, okay? It's because the people you play with is your market. Sometimes I and Alex and I go now to the same group. Let's say go to church, or go to the group of event. But your client have a selling market is let's say $2 million home in let's say for example in Santa Clara. But I work together with you. But when I go out, I have a listing, but I have a $1 million home in San Jose. So it depends on how is you socialize in that event and what your clients, your friends are too. So we call it proximity. It's just people you play with. This is your market, and you need to invest into that as well. So let me come back to the listing today. Okay, so here's the thing. As you go, we talk. Okay, just move on. Okay, so move on. Okay, move on. We don't need to talk about this one. Time is okay. Go on. Okay. Okay. So maybe reverse that. When we get into the presentation, we're going to meet your clients, seller. Oh, that's we talk later. That's how to do it, right? Okay. So you know what? When you got into, I think Alex mentioned, before meeting your client seller, of course you have to do research for sure. You have to know it. Alex have a 10, 13, 14 questions there. I know. But don't rely on the question, don't rely on the information that the seller given to you. More normally, I did all the homework from my computer in my office beginning. I put out the profile, I put out when did they buy it, the house, the seller, how many people was on the title. Okay? Now the important, okay, here's the thing, let's come back to what I've been talking. The goal, what we're going to do. Okay, what is our market? What is our target market, right? Now, but also I use that technique I apply to the seller. Why the seller selling this home? That's very important. When you got into the presentation, I know that a lot of people also say, and you heard it all the time, but I want you to focus triple time and 10 times why the seller want to sell the home. And I know I asked a question and then I talked a few agents say, oh, they want to move. No, want to move is just one answer. Why they want to move? I said, okay, because their children will have the husband have a job in Sacramento. Okay, think about it. Is it actual reason? The problem people didn't get it along with the clients because they thought they understand, but actually they don't. They thought they moved to Sacramento is the reason. No, it's not the reason. You have the reason deep down in there. For example, you have a relationship with people, and you talk, you have a friendship with people. You thought that you understand them because after a conversation with them, you thought it's you are a friend with them, they are friend with your friends. No, actually not, because you don't understand. You thought it's they are. You just understand in the surface only. So what I understand is, are you moving to Sacramento? Okay, oh yeah, that's the reason you sell home. So what is your goal? And they say, okay, I want the highest possible timing. Now stop right there. Why you want to move to Sacramento? Maybe depend on conversation. Why didn't you want to do it last year? Why didn't you do it next year? You don't need to ask a straight question, but you're creatively questioning them so you can get the information. Probably they hiding something, the reason behind. Moving to Sacramento is not an urgency reason. Okay. Getting more money is not actually the main reason they're looking for. That is always the reason, forever. Okay, they want more money, they want more money. But we're talking and we look at it around and we see, based on the conversation, we know they have a different reason than just because of job. Why they change the job? They say they change the job, but do you know why they change the job? Why don't they find a job here? Why they keep the job here? Why they move there? The job there maybe is lower compensation, salary may be low. Why they decide to move there? That is the reason more and more behind. So the more deeper in the reason, the seller's reason to sell, the better you understand them and you will know what you need to do. It's a different scenario, we have a different ways. But I always do that way, and I don't ask them directly because sometimes we ask too much. That's when look back to us, right? But we have to analyze the information and put it together why they want to sell. Deep down in the seller mind, what really they need, who they are, and why they bought a house first time, and now the family role, what happened to the family, and what is their goal next in the next 5, 10 years. That is how I did research. Now, next, the more we understand the seller, the next thing is we need to draw the plan, how to convince them and work with them and build relationship. The question you asked during time, we also showed us you are offering the solution for them to sell a home. If they sell a home, I am the person who provides a solution. I'm not just a listing agent, but I help you. I solve what you need deep down in your mind, okay, your situation. So normally when we draw the plan that we draw at the timeline and also the service we provide will not completely, but at least solve the problem, the seller problem. Let's say they want to move to the Sacramento, but actually it's not there. The reason is they just find a reason to say, maybe to us, or to their family, or to their friend, but actually it's a different reason. And then when I draw the plan, I will have a different timeline, the way we talk differently. Now, talk about this. Now, this is the thing, I think is this one here, we can send out to all the agents, everybody here, to watch it, okay? I don't need to talk through this. Because, for example, inspect the home, look into the home, and draft the contract. Okay, you will watch the slide later. Now, but normally it's a few things I presented to the seller. It's of course a market comparable market data analysis, which you talk about. We have to show is how much a home is worth, right? And also I provide a second piece of the paper is the seller nested, right? Is this here? The seller nested. The seller nested here is in the car form, which is showing the seller how much they're going to get back. That's the second paper. Now in the slide here, you're going to see it later, have a checklist, what you're going to do for the listing, but it's talking in terms of documentation, we have a CMA, we do a comparable market analysis. The second piece of paper is seller nested, okay? And the third is a presentation for when we start talking to the seller. And the last thing is a contract for the seller to sign. Now, this is very important. I promised earlier the secret of how to get higher commission is 3 ways to earn more profit. The first is the new customer, return customer, and upselling. So upselling I'm talking today is been for 19 years. I've been in this business, and it's been struggling me that I've been struggle how to earn more money for the listing. Besides that, I represent two sides, two seller and buyers. Not recommend much, but it's small. Besides I'm selling a higher home price, the one way is we earn more commission per transaction. Okay, so I've been seeing many agents here have a hard time to work with the seller to convince them to pay you good income commission.
Full commission.
Full commission. I don't know how much full. I'm going to talk now. Okay, full commission.
9%.
Oh, that's a simple full, right? Over. Okay, so Alex is, it's really good. Alex can teach us next time how to earn more commission, full commission or over commission per listing. I'm just giving you the reasonable commission, how to negotiate. Because I see this agency have a struggling, and even they lower commission, but they still don't get a listing. Is that right? So I went to car wash. Have you been in car wash? Right? Car wash. And every time I went to car wash, normally because it's close to the office, I went there, and this car wash is $29. Okay, good, because I see the advertising on the sign on the street, close to the street when I drove by every day. And okay, I know this will have an option for me, but I just throw in because $29. But normally when I come out, and when I select the package, I pay $89, or sometimes I pay more than $100. Have you experienced that? See advertising $29 car wash and got in, what out $89. Sometimes they ask you to sign back the membership. Okay, $300 for 2 years, $200 for paying time, whatever time. Okay, they put you in the membership, and then you never come back. You pay too high, but you never come back maybe 1 or 2 times. You still lose money. So this is how it's everywhere, the way people doing that. So I think, okay, 19 years in the market, why don't we apply that one into our real estate? So instead of, showing, I'm charging you 5%, 6% commission, and the seller's asking you what you're going to do, Okay, blah blah. Oh yeah, yeah. I do the marketing. I will post the site. I will do video. I will clean your house. I will do the marketing. What you're talking is they will forget because this is the way you talk. They don't listen. They just listen how much. Their minds are focused on how much you charge me. How much you charge me. They don't care what you talk. Okay. And then you try to convince, and then in the end they say, okay, yeah, I will call you, and then next day they call another agent. Okay, it's happened all the time to me. So, Anna, would you move? So I'm going to have a three listing package here, pricing here. So the listing package is just like car wash package. So here's the thing, depending on how you can present it. You can present the package 1 first, and then you can present the package 2 first, and you can present the package 3, okay? But this is how we're going to do. Okay, move on. So what is the 3 packages? We have silver, gold, and platinum. So, you have a package.
I print it out and give to.
Oh, you don't have a slide? Oh, okay. So, we have it, everybody has that? Okay. So here's the thing, we have a package here, 7% listing commission. Who wants to pay 7% commission for me to list a house? Who? Mong? You have a house, will you pay me 7%? No?
Why 7?
What? I've been talking for a while and nobody paid me 7%.
Why 7?
Why 7?
Yeah, you have the papers? Yeah?
It's okay.
Okay, so yeah, but anyway, here's the thing, when the way and depend on how you good selling, but normally I'm presenting the lowest commission package for is a 5%. I have the package at 5%. And then it lists all very good, talking about the service I'm going to do. And we say, okay, now we have a second package, even better. We sell your home with a higher price and quicker, because I understand the seller. I'm talking about before. I need to understand what the deep down seller wants. So I say, with this package, I can get you out of the house and move you to the new house, for example. Okay, we solve the problem. That one living, because I understand before, so I know what they need, right? So your language have to meet what the expectation, for the goal. So I thought it's better is to meet your goal. That's the goal, whatever goal. Okay, whatever goal. And then let's go. And then it's going, okay, but I haven't got the best one. This one is we cover a lot. This is just a thing. 7%. Okay. So here, what do you think? Which one you want going to pick?
7.
You pick 7. Wow, that's good. Okay, so we got a customer. But most of people, just believe me, I've been trying for a year already. Most of people say, I pick the middle one.
Yeah.
Let's say I went to car wash, $29, and then $89, $100, and then I go with somewhere in the middle, maybe a lower middle or upper middle, but I always go more than basic. Now I know there's a lot of people who say, okay, no, I just want to pay less than the 5%. But you know what? When you understand people, the way you talk in solving their problem, they don't downgrade you, they don't let you disappoint. Just because they don't think that you understand what they need. What they need, when they come to you, they need solution. But we did not solve that problem, but we shifting to the commission. That's why they keep talking about a commission. I just let you know. I've been through it. Because we keep talking about commission. This is conversation. Okay, I want is a 1% listing. I just have the other agents I heard in the radio, internet is a red thing, they only 1%, 1.5%. Why do you charge you more? And then you keep talking, oh no, Redfin do nothing, I do better, right? I will sell your house at the highest price, I will open house for you, and then that is commission I spend. You keep talking about a commission and I'm talking about, and we keep talking about the services that all is very simple services. And they don't see the value that we deliver to them, and they don't see what you solve, the thing you do to solve that problem. Okay? So I just want to let you know there's an option. We need to have an option 1, A and B, and mostly people pick the option in the middle. But here's the thing. Sometimes we say pick the middle, but okay, I see people I know, or maybe we think it's maybe overcharged, or maybe you want to gain more relationship. We charge them there, but we say, okay, I charge you this, but I give you more, add-on service, free service. It's just like you do in sales, really a salesman. Okay? So is this the thing? So the key here I have delivered today is the menu of service. I know that maybe most of the real estate agents in this room, they don't do the menus of services. They just talking and they just list out a service, maybe max, they list out a service. And they talk about the one commission and then negotiate from there. I give them options. People like options. And if someone they try to negotiate again, you might say, you pay of the seller pay the price of the cook, but you want to drink the champagne. Okay, give them that answer. Okay, I go this agent, I'm going to the restaurant. I can pay the price of the cook price and I get a champagne, a seller. I want to enjoy, I want to live in that, I want to have a champagne, I will have to pay for that. Give them the way you talk. Maybe next time Alex will talk more. We're running out of time. But give them the impression that they come to us because they need us, not because I come to you, I ask for the commission. We have a good services. We solve you the problem. I'm a problem solver, and I have an option for you to choose. I can give you the best option, best service, and lifetime service. And if you look into the service I list there, we can change over time. You can add your own services in there, maybe moving, relocation. For example, last package 7%, I offer a financial consultant, relocation assistant, staging 7%, for example. So those things, and then they will go with it. So I just added 15% into 85% already delivered by Alex Ramos. So we have 100% with the listing with a higher commission. Yes.
Yeah, Leo. So this under the 7% package, the staging cost is paid by you.
By the agent, yes. But here's the thing, we ask them to pay first. Who pay and how to pay is different. So the seller pay first and we pay later. We pay him back. Let's say it costs $5,000, $4,000. The seller advance, seller pay for the vendor $4,000, $5,000. And then at the closing, you reimburse the seller.
Yeah, great.
Okay? And it depends who is your customers. Okay? So that is the thing. So let's say we talk about a higher commission, let's say the $1.5 million home, $2 million home, $3 million home, and then you stage in $5,000, it's okay, and you have 7%. Right? Okay. So a lot of things we talk about listing, but today we're focusing is how to get more money from one listing. And I've been using this technique since last year. I thought about that, and the way I've been talking was about that. But I started using that since last year, and most of my listings are 5-6%. And I see a lot of real estate agents struggling with 1%. Let's say I sell one home, is equally is 2 homes people sell. Yes. Next, maybe another time we talk about how to work with the buyer and not giving the credit to the buyer as well. And so I see a lot of people that are using the money, our commission to pay to the buyer in order to get the deal. Of course we do, but we give it to them as an appreciation, but it's not the rule that we're going to give them. A lot of agents, they give out it just because it's a norm, the norm. They have to give to the buyer. No. We give that, agree.
Yes.
We give that just because we feel appreciation, we want to have a purpose. Okay, if this person is so okay, they don't have money, they can close it, we need to buy them appliances. That's fine, that's a different thing. But don't just use that credit as condition to work with us. And then we need to work together to build a standard for our company, our work ethic and standard. And we need to set it, our job, our responsibility to the market, to the real estate agent industry, that we don't negotiate with a commission. We provide more service. We might provide double services. We might stay 24 hours 7 to answer their phone, but I don't lower commission. I provide more service just because the way I'm doing it is like that. I am that person. And I talked to Anna one time, just a couple days ago. Okay. That is, when we become a successful, not a successful, recognized agents in the industry, it's not because how much you're going to earn it, but it's already become who you become. If you can get a listing, that means show what? People trust you. If you can get a listing and have higher commission, you see, it's the way the service you provide to people are really great. That's why people stay with you. And if you can get a listing and become a top producer, you see, this is how it's people working harder, and you have a heart, good heart. That's why you become that person. It's not how much you earn it, but it's who you're going to become. So if you want to become some agent, local agent, and they get 1% commission there, and they get advertising, and they fight, and they get 1% commission. If I meet him or her on the street, if one day, if he keep doing that, it's not one time, a few times, okay, but he keep doing that, and I think it's people look him not too much respect. And because he's not that person. He work with the low-end services, try to get money. Sometimes he hiding the offer coming so he can double end the agents, double end by representing buyer seller together. So why people getting wealthier, famous, more famous, or become bad, or become richer, they get more respect. It's just because they become somebody already, not because their money. We don't get money from them, but I feel respect to them because actually they are that person, not because of money. People thought it's weird because money, that's what we respect. No, it's just because that person is already successful, know how to deal with people, how to serve people, and gain the trust from people. Okay? So we know another time, we talk about from the beginning, yes?
The 7%, it goes to the realtor, buyer?
Both seller and seller agent and buyer's agent.
So it's 3.5?
Depend. You can give them 0, that's fine. Normally it's half and half, but if you get a 7%, maximum you be out 3%, don't be 3.5.
You keep 4.
Save money for PacificWide.
Yeah, you keep 4.
Don't need that much, okay? So I thought at the beginning, okay, so when before meeting the seller, find out why they want to sell their home. It's important. Don't rely on what they say, because what the first time they say is just something to cover up the story behind it. Maybe painful story, maybe happiness story, happy story. Maybe the bigger reason they sell the home. And you have to go in the multiple layers to find out why they want to sell the home. That's important, okay? And you need to find how to do it. Last thing is, what you need to do, you want to do it or not. Okay, we'll talk another time. Some people don't want to do it. They just see that it's something difficult, they don't want to do it. A lot of people say, okay, the last seller want to sell a home. They know why they sell it, but they don't want to do it. They're afraid that when they talk, people deny it, right? They deny the seller, oh, I don't pay you, oh, I don't get you list of my house. So the last one is the fearful, and they don't believe themselves. And we'll talk another time why they don't believe it themselves. Agents don't believe themselves, and why they're afraid that the seller will not, and that before they would, the seller just say, oh no, commission too high. They scare right away. Oh, okay. How about 1%? No, just one word from the seller, they're only so scared. Or maybe, oh, how much do you want? Just one word from the seller, they only step back. Okay, this is several times since last year. I leave that on the table and walk away. That's we talk about another negotiation. There's one of the way is walk away from negotiation. Don't confront with them. If you feel that you feel uncomfortable and cannot win them at that time, you have to feel the sense. But before that, again, you have to know what is their purpose, why they want to sell home first. So you can walk away at appropriate time, and how you can walk away. How far you walk away if you don't walk away all the way, right? So that is the thing. Understanding people is important. Understanding yourself is also important. Okay? So thank you so much. We will have a slide, is the package prepared for listing, and we have a price list there, and we keep changing it, and you can modify, you can add your portion of service into the list to talk to the seller. But again, it's you have to provide a good service. It's not how much you earn it, it's how you become a person. So you add a service there, and you promise yourself you have to do it for them. You earn it, reserve. You deserve to earn it, but you have to do the work. Okay? Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, everyone. So we will have a few minutes
Yeah, no.
to get a drink or bread before we join in another web buyer. The web buyer will discuss about, we will learn about 30% down payment program from government. So it's only on in person. So we cannot share the Zoom with everyone because we have to sign up. So please stay tuned and waiting for the web buyer coming soon.
Okay, that's good.
We can attend it?
Yeah, it's here
Oh,
now.
okay.
Yeah, set it.
Oh, okay. I didn't say 8%. I used to charge 8%. Well,
I've never had any.
Yes.
I was able, I was able to convince them.
I had 8%. I used to charge 8%.
Yeah, I did it twice.
But I did it. But
think September.
the thing is that when I ask you the question, it's because when you.
Nothing right now, no.
Okay, so while we're waiting for the web buyer, we have a raffle again. So anyone has a ticket on your hand already?
First thing, it's not.
Do you have a ticket on your hand, right? So
My ticket is a winning ticket. Yeah.
Mr. Ramos. Hello, Mr. Ramos. Since you are speaker today, do you want to pick a lucky person and answer your question to be a real winner?
Okay.
The number is N of A33. A33. Yes. So you have a question for her? For her?
Does she know the rules?
Yes, you have to follow the rule.
Teresa, do you know the rules how to win the prize?
No.
Oh, you have to answer a
Oh,
question.
I'm sorry, I come late.
It's very easy. What is the first step in getting a listing?
Oh, talk to the seller.
Congratulations. I think we are now in the web Bible. Okay. And we'll give you what to eat. Yes, so we have to start now.
Oh, they're in?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
How long have you been here? How long have you been here?
This one?
I was here like 5 months ago.
30%. I
I was
like
working
that.
for another whole bank.
Oh, hold on. Thought about it.
There were a lot of agents in our office.
Or silence.
Now they closed down a few
Down
offices.
payment
Oh, they
30%.
They have big offices.
I don't know. I think it's 5 years.
So sorry.
No, it's not right here.
1%. How many?
30%.
How do you repay? No repayment?
Anyone? The second one is A13. A13. Don't forget to ask question. A13? Oh, okay, ask a question.
No, Anna, ask the question, Anna.
Alex, ask question. I'm sorry, chị, bây giờ em đang vô cái này.
Who won?
Chị, ask a question.
What is the second step in getting a listing?
Talk to the seller and like the listing presentation.
You mean pre-qualifying, right? There you go. Here she
Yay!
was.
Gift for you. The first one is A23. So that's this one. That's more important than this one. A23. Ask him a question. Ask him a question. You give him a hard time.
Man, what is
There you go. Yeah, she was.
Did you ask the question?
Mortgage and loan side
Happy Women's
October. Yeah, like it was nice that we were much here, but now that I'm older, it's a lot different. Like a lot of like going and talking to people, it's a lot different. And more confidence, honestly. Knowing that side, because they always ask me, you know, like, how much do I qualify? And at first I didn't really know anything. Just like, oh, let me get you, you know, and whatnot. But now you kind of eye it a little bit, you know.
I think you can hear, but you have to be quiet. The meeting's starting already. Everybody, please sit down and be quiet.
Such as meeting an eligibility requirement, I'm also going to ask you to please email that to us. Now here's the email. You might want to take a photo of this and I'll give you some more information about whether the slides and recording, etc. in just a moment. First off, important email is empower home buyers, SCC, at housingtrustsv.org. A copy of these slides will be emailed by the end of business day tomorrow, Friday, the 10th. This webinar is not being recorded. I'm going to ask everyone to please be courteous and professional, but if you are disruptive or disrespectful, I will have to remove you from the webinar, and we don't want to do that because we're here to all learn. Let's talk first about Housing Trust. We are a community lender and we were formed in the year 2000 as a public benefit corporation. To date, we have assisted over 2,500 homebuyers. We offer to all applicants who are applying for their loans pre-purchase counseling, and that comes when you complete your interest form or send an email letting us know you have questions or would like to learn more. We provide that counseling. And also, another important question is, what's my next step? We provide the pre-purchase counseling. We also offer home buyer counseling. That comes at the end of the process. And that is when you've already been approved for the Empower program and you've been shopping and you make an offer on a home and your offer is accepted. This is a huge moment. This is what you've been hoping for. What do you do next? Some of us are pretty unsure, and that's why we offer the home buyer counseling to assist you throughout the process of when your offer is accepted, what to do, all the way to the closing of the loan. The funds from the Empower program come from the County of Santa Clara. And back in 2016, there was a Measure A ballot, an affordable housing bond, and it passed. And therefore, the county set aside funds to be able to create a first-time homebuyer program, and that's where Empower Homebuyers SCC was created. It is administered by us, Housing Trust Silicon Valley. We are also going to talk to you about another down payment assistance program today, and that's the Homebuyer Empowerment Loan Program. But it's easier to call it HELP, and that's funded by Housing Trust Silicon Valley, and we also administer that program too. A little more about us. Our staff is working hybrid. We may be in the office, we may be working remotely, so therefore the best form of communication is email or phone.